I think everything's good to go. Alright. I think it's all good to go, I think. Yeah, that seems about good. Alright. Deciding to stream again. This time I am going to be doing Xilonen's character story quest, like I said I was going to do. Since the Archon story took me like a nearly whopping like 4 hours. Nearly that much to do. And I still left off the last time I was on. I haven't really been playing Genshin too much. I kind of just more or less booting up Persona 3, the FPS version on my PS3. I'm playing that, getting to that, and then getting to the like Persona 4, Persona 5, like their original versions. Well, except it's not the original version for 3, but as original as I can get, legally speaking. But yeah, I do still come on this game every now and again, of course. Just kind of been into it less because of, just things that the devs are doing behind this game that aren't really to my taste. All that fun stuff. The story was pretty good though. Definitely got the feels going, so to speak. Here, let's just have this guy's tea equipped. No low heal items, so to speak. Alright, yeah. Okay, can use some tea every now and again. Alright, so in order to activate this, I had to do the Chronicles quest, which is available like right here, I guess, since it's just... Yeah, there it is. So yeah, it's just over there, and I just need to go and activate it. And I already did the first 2 on one stream before. It was like where I was doing all the Tribal Chronicles. Did like Milani's at the time, and then when it was available sometime after, I did Niche. What am I doing? Otherwise those teas would go to waste. If I let myself heal from the statue. So I as well let them do, you know. I won't doubt if I'll see Kachina at least in this quest. Because, you know, how close she is, I guess, to Xilonen. Makes sense. And also both characters being pretty similar. Okay, so that's why she's standing here. Before it's like her Tribal Chronicle quest is here, but wasn't active or able to be obtained until I finished the story, which I did. So let's go and do this. I don't know who that is. Didn't expect to see you here in the Traveler Timeline. What, is it so weird to see me on my own, huh? Well, no, but I thought you'd have found a beautiful tree to get a few days shut-eye and by now, since we just solved such a big problem. Is this like a World of Quest kind of style, or what's going on here? I'd love to, but everyone's been busy with the reconstructions. It'd feel wrong to slack off at a time like this. So this is where you decided to contribute. Here, let me show you something. Oh, what a pretty jewel. Looks very valuable. Yes, but that's not all. This is a Xilonen hunting girl with a peculiar pattern that's been making rounds recently on the market. They're usually produced in Biflogist and aphids. Pretty common, really. But these oddly patterned ones are both novel and scarce, making them quite expensive. Oh my goodness, that's just how we love treasure chests that have awesome looking patterns on them too. So I bought a few for my collection, and guess what? After a few days, the potted plant I was raising nearby had withered. Didn't think much of it at first. I mean, I don't know the first thing about growing plants anyway. Later, however, I heard Kachina say that some people got sick. Most of them were customers of Shepin's gemstone shop. Even Shevan herself proved no exception. Wait, did it all have something to do with this gem then? I thought so too, and so I smashed one open and discovered that it contained some abyssal energy. Oh boy. Low concentration, of course, and isolated by the outer shell of the honey pearl itself, which made it almost undetectable. What about the victims? How are they doing now? No need to worry, the low concentration resulted in rather minor maladies, with most being sleepy or being prone to exhaustion. It hasn't had any effect on the more fit, like myself or Kachina. You and here, Paimon thought this might be a sticky situation. Sticky like the honey and honey pearls. I bet Paimon was thinking sticky like slimes instead. You know it, and unfortunately for us, this problem is only a threat to ordinary people, just like slimes. We two really understand one another. We totally do still. We've met lots of people scared stiff by slimes, so it's not like we can ignore it just because it isn't dangerous for us, right? Well, hell, I remember the traveler here kind of struggling fighting a big slime in the beginning of, well, the storyline, if you consider Razor's character story quest to be early on, like the early story stuff. It's like where Lumine and Paimon were in the woods and get attacked by slimes, and then Razor to come in and be like, "What up?" Obviously, the traveler's capable of handling their own now. Exactly. I already explained the situation to our chief and asked him to collect and destroy all the strange honey pearls in the market. But we still need to attack this issue at the source. My sentiments exactly like I said. Phlogiston honey pearls are produced by phlogiston aphids. If anything is the source of the problem, it'll be them. But to look for Kanish, since he's got a better head for investigating between us. Yesterday he sent word that he found aphids with abyssal contamination. There are also traces of their presence near the Sions of the Canopy and the people of the Springs. Right, and Kanish also notified Milani. However, they're not exactly gemstone enthusiasts, so the problem didn't affect them as much. Looks like there are all sorts of lingering abyss-related issues, huh? Guess we've got to be patient. How do you plan to deal with the aphids? Catch them first, we can still purify this level of abyssal contamination. We shouldn't need to harm the aphids. Kanish has marked out places where they gather, and I'm heading to a spot near our tribe. Would you like to come along, by the way? A little bug catching sounds like fun, doesn't it? I'd have invited Kachina, but unfortunately she's already occupied. I'm game, I guess. Glad to have you. Would have been a boring trip otherwise. Let's head off then. Alright. Is there going to be anything that will be voiced, or is it just no voices? So remember the previous
Xilonen,
parts.
good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
Oh, let me guess. Was that the freaking event for like the weird aphids or whatever thing?
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Xilonen!
What the? Okay.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh, you two seem to be in good spirits.
Good thing is it's both characters that are voiced for now. That'll be the main focus anyways, as well as NPCs.
How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
No, everything's fine.
Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. Even though I've already turned it over to you, there are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit way, I'd say.
that definitely would never happen.
I found the Xilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
What the heck? Wait a minute. Sure, fine. We'd like a set too.
Yeah, I make these myself, and it's a lot of work. But if you like a set, I can make some time and forge one for you.
Great! We often camp out in the wild, but a set of Xilonen's tools would make pitching a tent and starting a bonfire a whole lot easier.
Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tasoli's, I even brought Nichka. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the previous Tribal Chronicles things that I was doing that would, otherwise lead up to this, involved like a mother and like a kid that's like sick or whatever, staying in the house, trying to recover, and they have like a pet, like Saurian. Tapetlosaurus.
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Did you include all your relatives' names too?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day.
Yeah, I remember like this Blaze Gem being a thing in the two previous parts of this Tribal Chronicles thing.
Even though Tasoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Yeah, I was just wondering the same thing.
Don't worry. We usually ask Tasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words, and I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
Oh, jeez. Also, I noticed, I'm not sure how long this has been a thing for, though, but I'm pretty sure I remember it not being a thing, but I'm able to, I guess, use the D-pad to go through choice and dialogue. I think I very distinctly remembering way before that you couldn't. I'm sure this is another small detail of the mechanic they added, I guess. Because all their other games allow for choice, choosing with D-pads. So it's just like when Cheven's game.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nachka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again? This memory of mine.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlisoli and Nachka.
Right.
What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Xilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlisoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her?
Well, let's just say we bumped into her, I guess. Explain your encounter with Tlisoli and Xilonen.
Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
We also wanted to get a gift from Nachka.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise!
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Is it enough? I have lots of those in my bag.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Xilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
I guess.
No, that's terrible. That would really look like we didn't try. Let's just go
Oh my
ask
God.
Nachka. Even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, To Kill, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
Well, it's like the whole story, basically. Here, I'll go ahead and just do this. And then since I'm going to be uploading this as a VOD later this stream, if I ever feel like it, I could just go back and, you know, pause the playback and read it. If I'm ever bored one day. I'm kind of skimming over it though.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Remok said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash. but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
So what about the other version of the story?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolatl.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
It's 2 more for the
Let's get
collection.
going. Celestoli lives
Yeah.
pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Alright, melodies. Shit. But yeah, but, us and our many books that we have in our inventory. Take a look here. Got some here. Where else? I think that's pretty much it. It's just all right here. Oh wait, they just kind of give it to us. Okay, so we can just read at any given time. I guess from like the event or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of cool when how you lose action does stuff like that for this game. 9% on value. But it's hardly like anything than compared to what the players actually want, which I can understand. But alright, so I'm gonna do this quest and then do it. I haven't done my dailies yet today, but I guess I'll probably do it via this way, maybe. Hopefully doing quests like this can still count towards the towards the daily thing, the counterpoints system. Dude, I'm having a great time with this. Oh my god, dude. Okay, this is not good. Okay. Oh my god. They clearly need to still work on the climbing part of this game. Clearly. But yeah, I remember going to this place when we were doing I guess Milani's character story quests. And then as
Go
well as the
on
rest
now,
of the
Yandu. Nechka is still resting.
the tribal chronicle stuff.
Hey, Tlasoli, we're here!
Whoa. What was that face?
Oh, what a surprise. And even Xilonen is here too.
I came to visit us.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nechka's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nechka.
You haven't changed a bit, Xilonen. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolatl, so you can all try some. Xilonen used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me. You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nechka. Alright, for now let's...
Oh, Auntie, let's go inside. Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Sure thing.
Oh, Paimon will help too! Be good, Yangu, and don't get in the way.
Oh, dang.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your step, Auntie.
Okay, so her and then the other one, that was just like, ooh. Something going on. would say the word, but it probably wouldn't be right to say the word that I'm thinking of, when it comes to
Sorry.
forgetfulness.
Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
Lots of sugar, huh? Cavity inducing, so to speak.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happen to read.
You've been close for quite some time then.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nechka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw, but you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nechka's bed.
Two seem like family.
That's how Nechka sees Xilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nechka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to help her find some books.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Xilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her.
Yeah, the best name engraver in Island.
The
apparently.
responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nechka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Xilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nechka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nechka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
So how did Nechka get so sick?
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nechka's illness actually originates from the Abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the Abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But
Nachka was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nachka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nachka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nachka, my daughter, my Nachka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work, and I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter, my Nachka. Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nachka's getting better. She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Xilonen has even brought her a gift.
Let's drink some water.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. All right. It's not
Well-
every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this.
If they have abyssal corruption, shouldn't Lumine go in there and, do her thing? Because, she's not of this world. and all
I
that
asked
fun
someone to
stuff.
buy some ingredients for me. So why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
Matter of fact, you should have told that to Lumine when you first met, but then at the same time, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know the traveler's true ability, since barely any word has made it to Alan, it seems, of the traveler. The story.
That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Well, reflects my cooking skill.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Promise the plates will be picked.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Xilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Nah, both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now.
Okay.
If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in. Come on, Xilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Xilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
That kid.
I could actually kind of look around and observe a little bit. It's a nice, humble abode. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So this is Achka's room. Don't know what that is, but yeah. Better go do the thing and progress this along.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yunkasaur as soon as we came out.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look.
Super Ganesh.
There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
Maybe the delivery person got lost.
just saw a ghost.
What the?
Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlisoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
I don't see any ingredients.
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eating myself. Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me.
Xilonen, where'd she go?
Sure,
Whoa,
took
she's
off.
already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out!
Damn. Even the Saurians are just like, yep. Here we go. Fucked up, I guess.
Dodge this.
All right. Surrender in a minute.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Go, Baron! No one escapes my sights!
I messed it up. I guess it didn't matter, apparently.
All right, that should be it for the monsters. Yeah, it was easier than I thought. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
Yeah, totally. There wasn't a
Strange,
rock.
we didn't see any
pierced through
monsters
it.
on the way here.
You didn't provoke them, did you?
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nechka will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even, Nechka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nechka's favorite game. If I remember right, it was strange. I always remembered it before.
Another case.
How could I forget all of a sudden?
Look at that! He has a blaze gem inscription too!
Seems there's quite a marker for those.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
You know, I'm beginning to think that there's something going on with those gem inscriptions, like they're not the real deal. Yeah. Sure thing.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
That's
Hey, but
so
she's getting
weird.
suspicious.
Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering
And they're all
stuff?
carrying blaze gem inscriptions,
I'm
yeah.
not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
Xilonen perhaps trying to cover up for someone. I hope not, but that could be the possibility right there. It's kind of a nice area, though. I do like Nalin for what it is, but
I'll race you there.
oh no, don't pay attention to me. I would be identified, but I'm more so about trying to just get this done as soon as possible. Even though for me saying that sounds like I don't want to play Genshin. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do. But I've been more so in the Persona mood lately. And also kind of just need something else different to do. Slash just play or something. Even though if I should realistically, I should probably go out and just do something outside, you know. Stay in shape and everything.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Yeah, I've been thinking that now. About that nowadays. Probably going outside and actually doing some kind of activity of some sort. Alright.
Ah, you're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
Oh, yeah, we ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
All right. As long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
Alright. Let's work on food. I think there's some time to the dishes that are set out on
Whoa,
table
there's
after
so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlasoli!
They were all
yeah.
pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
Paimon will help herself. Paimon will have some of this, and this. Oh, and this!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course! Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nachka.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nachka can't eat these dishes anyway. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no, but Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle.
Yep, get Lumine in there.
But it's
Improve the
okay.
abyssal corruption.
Nachka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for. Even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
What?
What do you mean?
Dude.
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nachka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Huh? But how does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right? Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nachka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was burnt to ashes. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nachka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned? Nachka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her, and has never left.
So you plan on recreating Nachka's woven scroll all by yourself?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago?
Blaze gem
The
inscription.
delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when blaze gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing blaze gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss.
Yeah, that's like what I was like starting to. It was kind of obvious, but yeah. Give me a moment though. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back. Kind of keep an eye on Discord, seeing if any of my friends call or something, because that did happen yesterday. But since I had like stream remote on, it kind of gets turned on by default when I stream. I did not hear, and therefore didn't join when they DM called. But I guess I'll be sure to keep an eye out here just in case, so it doesn't come off like I'm trying to ghost them or something.
Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
Everyone's a memory.
Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. Huh. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this blaze gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings and the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Xilonen.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
You're going to make an ancient name for Nechka. But ancient names must be approved by the Wayab.
And the reason they must be approved by the Wayab is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the Wayab's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that. Right, Auntie? Your blaze gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the blaze gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Even though Nechka has forgotten her own past, her life was still witnessed by other people.
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
You've seen through my plans, Xilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the blaze gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a blaze gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt. This is the central inscription that controls all the other blaze gem inscriptions, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlusoli?
Even though it's not an official ancient name.
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps I've just grown old. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she will be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from, or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother, or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Xilonen!
Let her think about this for a moment.
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie.
Uh-oh.
The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Well,
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you.
uh-oh. Nothing good, I assume.
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
Okay, so I do got enough. Alright. I'll go ahead and deploy this team just so I can. Yes. So that Kachina could get the friendship XP. Because I've been kind of min-maxing Kachina recently. I've got decent stuff on her, but could still use a bit more work.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
So normally I would let these play out, but kind of in a rushed. Only a little bit, but yeah. Got the basic stuff on her. No, nothing too crazy. Just look at the stuff a little bit more in depth. Still work in progress, but you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. For this character. And also, since I don't pull, obviously no constellations, of course. Of course, I made sure to get a weapon. I actually got this weapon from the, off we go to the Nation of Pyro event, I think it was, web event. So we got like that, Claymore, and like some other, I think the Cat's weapon. Like 3 weapons that I have to craft them. Which was nice. Since I have all this resin, I imagine probably go and craft them and save them for later. Go stockpile it if you would. Daily stuff. And oh yeah, just to give you an idea. Yeah, Perner and Much nearly have now 100% in already. I just need like the last piece of this thing that I've been having trouble to find. Apparently it could just be in any random precious chest. Oh.
Yo.
Everything's happening all at once.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing Xilonen's character story quests. I'm kind of just streaming at the same time. This time on Twitch. You know, try something a little bit different.
Oh, nice.
And then, yeah, whenever I'm done streaming, I upload the VOD onto that one channel of mine that I was streaming on. So it could be backed up, because as you know, you can't save stream VODs on Twitch forever. They eventually go away.
Yeah.
Imagine you got home some time ago.
Yep. I've been hanging out, probably gonna play some more of the Doki mod along with probably some of the finals after a bit of a snow break.
Also, yeah, I guess your mic's kind of muffled.
Oh yeah, here. There we go.
It was covered. Yeah, no, from like what Kyle told me, that model's great. I don't know anything much of it because I only played so far into it. And then I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested in these other mods or whatever. Which I myself have
It's
kind of been
pretty
getting
good.
back into. As you know, I've been doing Blue Skies, which I would also recommend whenever you can after that mod.
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around.
But oh yeah, played this. I finished up the story of Natlan, the newest stuff that they released. I did my best to enjoy it, even though a couple characters were not voiced.
Yeah.
But at least good thing was most of them were voiced at least, so there's that. It was just like a couple characters as far as I could tell. But yeah, the story is kind of crazy. We're talking on the scale of like the appearance of Natlan changed for the duration of the story. And definitely some sad shit happened. And I was like, dude, here we go again.
Yeah, they're pulling the crazies.
Yeah. Next update when the last bit of the story releases, yeah, we might see a character or so dead apparently. Like actual
And
would be playable characters, and already playable characters possibly. I'm like, damn, dude. Gonna have a star rail on Honkai Impact Third moment where the character's dead, but hey, you can still play as them though, gameplay wise.
Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked
I
over
got
a
so many
huge
damn
stack of
YouTube
forging blueprints.
recommendations.
Hey, what's up?
She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Oh no!
Oh,
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Yeah, you're an artisan and
what's up,
craftswoman
Chicago?
after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place.
yeah, I just recently finished going through like the newest like story in Genshin. Yeah, let's just say I don't know how to put it other than a lot of people died. And I'm just like, dude, that is like, it's like on a larger scale of a death count I've seen in the game so far in the story.
Wow.
And then some few sad moments, of course. One pretty sad one, and then yeah. And then we're probably gonna have like an actual, playable character death, possibly in the next version update of when more of the story comes out.
Damn.
Just be like, oh, yep, here we go again. It's gonna be like Honkai Impact 3rd and Honkai Star Rail, where the characters will be dead, but hey, you can still play as them, right? Except it would just feel weird because it's like technically they're dead, canon speaking.
Yeah, it's like you're just playing like
A ghost.
back in time.
You're just playing a ghost or a carbon copy of the character or something. It's weird.
You're like playing an alternate timeline where you're still alive.
Yeah, and then there'll be like people who probably be like, nope, not progressing the story ever. So then it technically has never happened on my end. Kind of moment.
But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more
My
importantly,
phone
I'm
got
also
like
trying to understand the spirit
filled with
contained within
fucking
the name.
notifications from YouTube.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit, and this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, Paimon can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name.
Man, I just want my new computer to get in. I'm like so excited to actually do stuff with
the
it.
moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future.
Yeah, it's just like, alright. Yeah, no, like, recently I kind of just been, like, putting in a lot of time into, I guess, Persona 3, the like, PS2 version. Playing through that.
Oh, nice.
The one thing that's kind of annoying about it, though, and apparently I guess kind of see why people prefer the Persona 3 portable version when it comes to the older versions of Persona 3.
Yeah.
Is the PS2 version, both the original and FES version, you cannot directly control your allies. You can only control Makoto.
Oh, yeah.
So literally, you just have to like.
That's like every Persona game, though.
Oh no, like, see, the thing is, later on ones like Persona 4 and stuff, from what I heard, it's like, oh, you can control the other allies eventually. And even in Persona 5, as you know, you can directly control like what actions to do with each character, as you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like apparently with the PS2 version of Persona 3, and Persona 3 FPS, like all you could do is issue certain action commands to them through the tactics, be like, oh, focus on healing, or focus doing this or doing that, or wait, don't do anything.
Yeah.
All you could do is that, but then you have to just kind of hope that they do the right choice. But sometimes they'll just start throwing out some random shit, like, was it like, what's her name, Mitsuru keeps throwing out Karnmar, and a lot of the times I'm like, dude, we don't need that shit, stop throwing that. And then like get fucked over half the times. I'm like, dude, would have been fine if you just hadn't used that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then for the Persona 3 portable version, you can actually directly choose what each character should do when it comes to their turn.
Oh, damn.
Like in depth, like what Persona 5 has. I don't know if Persona 4 has like directly being able to control the characters or not, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to Persona 4 yet. But that's like what I saw, and I was like, oh yeah,
Damn.
guess I could kind of see why people prefer the Persona 3 portable when it comes to original Persona 3, I guess.
Yeah. The fuck was that?
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone. The Traveler always has Paimon by her
Character
side,
has,
though,
like,
so she'll never
too many
have to worry
skins.
about that. Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler. Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Clisoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
Oh. All by some magnets and creaks and squeaks. Whoa.
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just now?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I, kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. It shouldn't take long.
So yeah, I guess quite literally them finally figuring it out, and also self-referencing in the game where Xilonen was about to go on and on about talking about something. He's like, oh, I'm tired of talking. Let's just get to the point. I'm like, wow. Like, you should have done that like long ago, because a bunch of players have complained about dialogue being drawn out for too long in the game.
Yeah, Genshin, the king of dragging.
It's like, I do like this game, but there's certain things like that I nitpick at, and opposite things like that.
Yeah, that.
Here we are. This is the place.
And I guess they're now just starting to get the message now, because Shilonen's like about to go on and on. But oh, I'm tired of talking. Let's get going. let's do the thing that we're going to do. I'm like, damn. All right,
It's like, thank you.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
Not destroying.
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central inscription. Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice the last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram on a cliff or open ground. Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the ancient name. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Fasoli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston, into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nichka.
So, Xilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more orderly and identifiable. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow.
Now that I
Without
claimed
names,
that.
oof, the work would be impossible. Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical
What
job.
did you say,
There's no
Mr.
debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process
Cat
into
is
practice.
angry with me.
After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process.
These things are out. We're gonna throw them.
What is happening?
Gotta try out the offer.
What's happening?
Well, let me break it down even further.
We're
not
out there,
in trial right
guys.
now anyway.
Let's see how much of a throwback organism.
Essentially, by forging ancient names and assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natlan's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them.
Amazing.
What is happening?
Ricky sent like the most craziest shit.
Yeah.
But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
From the screen to the rain to the pen to the king. Where's my crown? That's why Blaine always saw I'm on and I ran.
Nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Now I'm curious. Why don't you come up with one for me?
See. So the nicknames that Paimon has used, I guess there's Tone Deaf Bard for Venti. Frickin' Bowl Chucker for Artaki Ito. And then I forget what other one, but yeah. If there was anymore. Oh yeah.
Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Nugget, are you ready?
Are you playing the finals?
Yep. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Nugget, are you ready for the finals?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
You ready for the finals?
Xilonen.
Yeah.
Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Oh, your job is. Ready for the finals?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And quite fitting,
You ready
too.
for the
I'll
finals?
remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely.
Whoa. What am I?
Why does the finals hate my mic? You know what's funny? I'm gonna get my new mic.
for my PC.
Adjust the
and it's
inclination
gonna,
by
like,
2 degrees.
destroy
Stop.
it for whatever
The
reason.
error margin is
I don't
within
know
an
what's gonna
acceptable
happen.
amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe.
Whoa.
I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings
That was
are
my shit.
activated,
That was my
the
shit.
inscriptions here will overlap with each other.
So
And there. That should complete the flow.
that's an interesting way to test out the ability.
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
The power of the children.
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time. More or less, yeah. I usually have at least the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but let's get to work first. Let me see. Start with Anchor 1 and activate it with Density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Flasoli's central inscription is even floating! So are you done checking the inscription, Xilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
That means we can help Flasoli and Nechka now, right?
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice in the matter.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But, before we get to that, I want to ask the Traveler a question. What are your thoughts on absorbing memories? I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation.
Are you coming
I've
to
never
say
been
shit
very
like
good
that?
at that
What you doing?
anyway. It's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically
Meow.
speaking, this type of
Meow.
inscription has the power to do far more than
Meow.
absorb memories related to a single person. By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is completely possible for her
Got
to
some
use this
udon noodles.
inscription to accomplish
some.
far bigger things.
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime!
They're so good.
Here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the
God, I want to
perfect
try
tool
that.
to commit crimes,
The bistro.
but we haven't
wanna try
found
that
any
place. Yeah, I've tried
accomplices
it
or
before.
signs that she
I'll let-
intends to
I'll
put
let you
it
know
to such
The
uses.
ramen bowl was good, like the noodles and shit. But anything that involved the meat, they had to cook with an electronic skillet, and it tastes like battery acid.
Oh no. What the fuck?
Oh, where is this at?
Fire Bristow. Anything at the Fire Bristow tastes like electric burnt.
Is it that place that's Is that the one place that Enrique was talking about that one time? Is it like that place by Seaside or no? I think that's what that place was called, or at least the sign says there.
Well, it's like right under fucking I forgot what that fucking place was called.
Oh wait,
Tides Inn.
Tides Inn, yeah.
It's right below Tides Inn, yeah.
I remember going down there one time, turning in an application for I forget who. It wasn't for me, but it was for someone else, being like, "Yeah, here you go." At the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, maybe you should have turned it in yourself because that would seem kind of unprofessional.
Yep.
And they were like asking, like, "Oh, you looking to work here?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm kind of already working somewhere else."
I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Oh, what
dude.
the hell? Somebody else playing Kigoku? Sorry, I'm playing online. Are you trying to
From a
co-
purely
what the fuck
objective
does the same thing
standpoint,
I just said?
we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed for now.
The fuck?
The bad news
Why?
is there's still
Well,
an
are you-
underlying problem with this
Wait,
Blaze Gem
wait, stop.
inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've
Okay.
mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in the ley lines. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from
No,
a
you
rushing
missed.
river. Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nechka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nechka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nechka has forgotten all of her
Oh my
past,
God, dude.
she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Felisoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nechka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nechka would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nechka. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
But how can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlasoli will...
She's already made up.
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past.
Here you are. Here you are.
I've also made up my mind.
That's so dumb.
Come on, let's go see Auntie.
Kakarot, get away! Get away. The fuck? Where is he? There he
He's
is.
nowhere. He's nowhere. I'm joking.
Fuck these damn rocks on my way. God damn it. No. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Just do it. Wee. Yeah, wow.
What the
What the fuck, dude? Oh, damn. I wanted to block that so bad.
Playing like that new Dragon Ball fighting
Oh, he
game, was
missed.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Seth saying he like was trying that out.
Yeah.
Xilonen. It looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions.
I beat this guy
But
1v3
I
just
must
with
have
Kid
complete
Goku.
control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their
We
uses.
got him on the ropes.
The memories that can be absorbed by the
Yep,
inscription
just
will
fuck
be
them up.
limited solely to Nechka's
We don't
past.
practice.
We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Xilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is no trivial matter.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment for my little Nechka.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. Oh, by the way, did you give the book to Nechka?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it to her. It'll be a nice surprise.
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
Whoa.
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's go have a look.
Oh, I can't really do nothing, can you?
Nechka, don't hurt yourself.
Xilonen, is
I'm gonna
that
miss
you?
because I'm right out of the room.
You're Nechka?
Oh my god.
How
Wow.
many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nechka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Xilonen brought?
No, she's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Xilonen. It's one I bought for her before, a few days ago. She told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now. Ugh. It's all my fault. You wasted your money and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Miss Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh, seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Yeah, Nechka seems to be doing pretty well today.
Could have been
Since she's
so
been
much
stuck
better.
indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Come on.
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nechka's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and a parasol.
Talk about being prepared.
Oh, damn it, I missed.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nechka. Don't cause any trouble for Xilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nechka. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine. Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
Let's go look for Igno. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
Oh, damn you. Here, eat this.
Tosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka
Oh, you
too.
missed-
Oh,
bitch.
she seems to be doing
Bitch.
much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chanil and the others.
I hope so. Here, Ignal. This is your inscription. I finished repairing it.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back
Oh,
for me. Oh, by the way, I came across a piece of good
Oh, damn
quality
you.
ore a while ago. I was thinking of using it to make some pretty jewelry for little Nichka. I remember that Nichka would
I missed
become
it.
so
Oh,
happy
you
every
bitch.
time she saw a
Come on.
shiny ring. Right, Nichka?
Some of this.
I'm sure she'd love
some of
that.
this.
Thank
Oh, fuck.
you.
My
You counted
pleasure.
me. No.
Give me a moment. I'll bring the ore.
Some of this full player.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What kind would you like, Nichka?
I would like.
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name with an embercore flower
Oh, you
design.
bitch, grab it.
Mm-hmm. Noted. I'll make that as a gift for her next birthday. Sorry, Nichka. It
I
won't be a
got you.
surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Xilonen.
Found it. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here, please take it. By the way, Nichka, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about ores. Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcanic crystal.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe about all sorts of things.
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echoes. It's normal for us to be interested in ore.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave when he was about to save his brother Remak. According to the story, we should be right around. Let Paimon see. To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return. The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name has sunken into the deepest of depths. Then Tequil said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry. Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nichka? Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... Huh? Wait, what did the book say? Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But
Oh my
the
God, I'm
ending
going
in
to the
the
same
older
guy
version is
again.
more interesting. Even if it's hard for kids to, well, completely understand. Oh, wait. Nichka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay. Just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you. That's not true.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I already know the other ending. You already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the edition your mom got for you?
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
Huh? Mom, Miss Traveler and I were just talking about the ending of that book. We were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really happy ending.
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to read to you at bedtime? Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nichka a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday. Where are we headed to next, Auntie?
Next, let's visit Apaish-Palan. He should be close by. Stay close, Nichka. Don't go too far.
Yes, Mom.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today? Strange.
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apaish-Palan.
I didn't expect to have 2 name engravers coming in today. Welcome. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli? I'll give you a discount like usual.
Whoa! Offering a discount just like that? Plasoli sure has connections.
She was once our name engraver, and did a lot for the tribe. It's only fair that I offer her a discount.
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription. Here, have a look. Come on, Nechka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. Tlazoli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nechka. His drills and small clams
almost
are
got the
good
emote I want.
quality.
Yeah.
The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always very durable. I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you to pick.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there? It should only take a moment.
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nechka would like. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
Sus.
And there goes Xilonen dragging Plasoli off to buy more stuff. Ooh, what a busy day. I won't run off. Paimon, who's your favorite character in To Kill the Brave? Paimon's favorite? To Kill, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his family. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he
And we're
could.
almost all medium.
What about you, Nechka? Which character do you like? I like Remak. Oh, the one who was possessed by Kuatlique, but never forgot his brother Tequil. He was also an amazing character. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Kuatlique in the final battle. Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it. Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Remak, and Paimon will be Tequil, okay? Miss Traveler, can I play the role of Kuatlique? But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance. Right, she read the version with a happy ending. And that one, Kuatlique was defeated and the brothers both survived. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite lines, Nechka. Paimon's read both versions, so she'll be able to play along. My favorite line is the one from the end. It's...
Come here, Nechka. Look at you. You're sweating.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child. You forget everything as soon as you start playing.
We've picked something out for Nechka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up. How was Nechka?
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part. Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Xilonen has dragged Tlasoli away from us a couple of times now. But why?
Let's talk later. Just trust me and act normal for now. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nechka be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home.